I'm sorry I haven't done a stream in quite a while. I mean, the tricky thing is, like, when I do a stream, it's usually about the news, and the news lately has just not been very, very good. I do not like covering mass casualty events, which, I mean, maybe as a content creator, mass casualty events would be what you want, but this is ibuprofen, by the way. It's just too dark for me. It's like, do I really want to sit around here talking about like 70 people dying? Like, no, I don't. I guess especially because if you, I guess most of you guys probably know, but my alma mater is Cedarville University. I've got the Cedarville University shirt on, actually, and one of the people who died in the big plane crash, I'm sure you guys are aware of the big plane crash. It happened over in DC.
How's it going?
It happened over in DC, and yeah, one of the passengers of that plane was someone who went to my college. Now, I didn't know her, but I know a lot of people who did know her. It's pretty, yeah, it's a very, very sad story, sad situation. I also know at least one person who knows multiple other people who know people who are on the plane. It's a horrible thing. So, not really in the mood to go do a big deep dive on, you know, the big plane crash that killed 70 people. And when that's like the biggest news story out there, you know, I don't really feel that energized and hyped to really do a stream at all. But I'm here. All that to say, really, to the people who watch my content, I'm sorry for not streaming as much as I normally do. It's just been, yeah, just haven't really been vibing with streaming when we've got all that stuff going on. Oh my goodness. Oh, I forgot this. This is so, dude, this is like the worst news week I have seen in a long time. Bro, look, what? This is bad. I saw this right as I was going live. I didn't even know that there was like fire and stuff. Like, that's just awful. This is so terrible. I guess the one thing that I can say in regards to this is, you know, all of these tragedies and all these stories of people dying really, I think, magnifies the importance of determining what your goal in your life is. Like, making sure you're living with purpose, but also being firm in what you believe, because a lot of people like to act and pretend like they're never gonna die, but like, you could literally die at any point, whether you're on a plane or you're on the ground where the plane hits. Like, and also, by the way, to keep everything in perspective, it's incredibly safe to fly in planes, by the way. Incredibly safe to fly in planes. Very, very rare for someone to die in a plane accident. It's far more likely to die from like a car crash. So with that in perspective, you guys drive. I think what this should do is remind everyone that they could die at any moment. And so make sure that you're living with intentionality, living with purpose, but also that you know what you believe, because people like to pretend that they're not going to die, but they will die. And, you know, a tragedy doesn't have to affect you.
And don't pay attention to news or politics.
A tragedy doesn't have to affect you for you to be like, oh, you know, what do I believe about the afterlife? Where am I going to go when I die? And events like these are reminders of all of us to, you know, if you don't have faith, if you're not a believer, is to maybe seek God. That's like the best thing I think that could come out of this, is that this causes people to re-examine their lives and be like, you know what, maybe I should, you know, start praying, start reading the Bible, start going to church, those types of things. I think it's the only real silver lining that I can look in stories like these, because, you know, the people who have died, and lives are getting affected in a pretty major and negative way. So there's not really a whole lot of cool stuff about that. But yeah, I guess that'd be my message on that whole situation. I felt like it'd be weird not to talk about it. And I probably didn't even have the best words to say there about that, but yeah, that's just kind of what's been on my mind in light of all of that.